Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Asma binti Kharul Zaman. My matrix number is AA20162. Today I want to present about solution of variable. For question 1, based on problem background, we can conclude that the questions want the 15th term, which is T15. We have to use the formula Tn equal to A plus in bracket and minus 1 multiple D. From the question, we found that the first term, which is A, is 2200, D is equal to 150, and N is number of year, which is 15. So enter into the formula, we found that starting of the 15 year, the salary of laboratory assistant will be Rm 4,300. Okay, for question 2, based on problem background, we can conclude that the question wants the total of the first 5 terms, which is S5. We have to use the formula Sn equal to A in bracket R power of n minus 1 divided by R minus 1. From the equation, we found that the first term, which is A, is 1, R equal to 5, and N, which is number of hour, is 5. So enter into the formula. Finally, we found that after 5 hours later, 781 friends have received this video link. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Amelia Lina binti Azmi. My matric number is AA200-180. So today I would like to talk about acknowledgement. So this report was successfully written due to the cooperation and participation from all of the group members. Inspiration and motivation have always played a key role in the success of any venture. First and foremost, praise to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for His blessing and for the strength that He gave to us throughout our report to complete successfully. Thanks to Him for the guidance and passion He gave us until we managed to finish out with determination. We would like to express our deep and sincere gratitude to our lecturer, Madam Jamila binti Muhammad Ghazali, for her endless guidance, support and patience in the process of report making. She has been an invaluable source of knowledge and helped inspire the ideas for the report. She has also taught us how to do problem solving for our report and make sure we understand everything she taught before starting doing our report. As the representative of the group, I also appreciate the group member effort in order to finish up our report. Your contribution are sincerely appreciated and gratefully acknowledged. Thank you for giving your attention during discussion and doing your best in report making. Also, a great thanks for our family and friends who tried their best to support us by giving encouragement for keeping up with this report. We are extremely grateful for their love, prayers, caring and sacrifice. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Syahadat bin Ismail. Matric number AA201218. Okay, today I want to explain about problem background. Question 2 part A. The starting salary of the laboratory assistant of local university is 2,200 ringgit. This year the assistant will receive a raise in amount of 150 ringgit. How much will the salary earn at the start of 15 years as a laboratory assistant? Firstly, identify whether this question is an arithmetic progression or a geometric progression. Second, identify the intent of the question, whether asking for Tn or Sn, to identify the formula to be used. Thirdly, there is a formula of Tn and formula for Sn. Then, identify the amount of salary for the first year, which is A. Identify and salary increase of each year, which is D. And identify the number of year, which is N. Lastly, enter the data A, D, and N into the formula. Question 2 part B. A person shared a link of cooking show video to 5 friends through medium of Facebook. Then, every hour later, each friend share it to 5 other friends. If the pattern keeps happening, then how many friends receive this link after 5 hours? Firstly, identify whether this question is an arithmetic progression or a geometric progression. Secondly, identify the intent of question, whether asking for Tn or Sn to identify the formula to be used. Thirdly, there is formula of Tn and there is formula of Sn. Then identify the first amount of persons share the link, which is A. Identify the ratio of differentiation of 5 friends share the link each hour, which is R. Then identify the number of hours, which is N. Lastly, enter the data A, R and N into the formula.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Raziz bin Razak. My metric number is 88200006. Today I'm going to talk about introduction of arithmetic progression and geometric progression. First is arithmetic progression. In mathematics, an arithmetic progression AP or arithmetic sequence is a sequence number of such as the difference between the consecutive term in constants. For instance, the sequence 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15 and so on is an arithmetic progression with a common difference of 2. In real life example, first we have a sitting around table. Think about a restaurant. A square table fit 4 people. When 2 square tables are put together, now 6 people are seated. Put 3 square tables together and now 8 people are seated. Next, a pyramid-like pattern where objects are increasing or decreasing in a constant manner. Ideas for this sit in a stadium or an auditorium. A situation might be that seats in each row are decreasing by 4 from the previous row. Next, I'm going to talk about geometric progression. In mathematics, geometric progression GP is also known as a geometric sequence. It's a sequence of non-zero number when each term after the first found by multiplying the previous one by a fixed non-zero number is called the common ratio. For example, the sequence 2, 6, 11, 54 and so on is a geometric progression with common ratio 3. Similarity 10, 5, 2.5, 1.25 is a geometric sequence with common ratio 1/2. The real life example, number 1 is population growth in which each people decide to not have another kid based on the current population, then population growth each year is geometric. Second, each radiative independently disintegrated, so each will its fixed its decay rate, so it also geometric. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Syahda Mega Maruzaman. Metric number 20629. Today I'm going to talk about fila table. Fila table of Part A. The starting salary of the laboratory assistant of local university is 2,200. Each year the system will receive a rise in amount of 115. How much the salary earned at the start of 15 years as a laboratory assistant? Fact, the salary of the laboratory assistant of local university is 2,200. Each year the system will receive a rise in amount of that is 115. Ages, rate of salary increase employer may calculate if the salary of the month. The worker must do overtime to get extra money. Learning issue, what are the different way in its experiment does in lab? What special feature ability to the laboratory assistant have? What does this future help worker to produce a quality of job? Resources need internet, algebra book, encyclopedia, talk or interview, payslip. Part B of filler table. A person share a link of cooking show video to 5 friends through medium of Facebook. Then every hours later, each friend share it to another 5 friends. If the pattern keep happening, then how many friends receive this link after 5 hours? Facts. A person share a link of cooking show to 5 friends through medium of Facebook. Every hours later, each friend share it to 5 another friend. The pattern keep happening along 5 hours. The idea is give a knowledge to others. Social media is main medium to be viral easily. Some people may interesting with the cooking show and want to try them. Learning issue, how can people explore a new thing? So second, social media will run your life with some bad contents. Third, what is the best picture of cooking season recipe? Resources net, internet, algebra book, recipe cooking book, Facebook medium and article.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to all of you. My name is Niazi Azimi bin Ahmad Maiza and my metric number is AA20640, and for my part, which is the result and discussion, I'm gonna share with all of you about the result from the questions that are given by Madam Jamila and the discussion of the result of the questions. Alright, we're gonna move on to the question 1 first before we moving through the question 2. Question 1, which is the arithmetic sequence questions. The result are starting of the 15th year, the salary of a laboratory assistant will be around 4,300 ringgit. Alright, the discussion to this answer that are answered by our team members is in algebra mathematics, and arithmetic progression or arithmetic sequence is a sequence of numbers such that the difference between the consecutive terms is constant. For instance, the sequence 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19 and so on is an arithmetic progression with a common difference of 2, which is 5 times 2 and 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9, 9 plus 2 is 11 and so on. They all share the same common difference, which is the number 2 itself. It also can be presented as a formula which is going to be appear on your screen right now. The n, which is the nth terms, a, which is the first term, d is the common difference, and n is the number of terms. Okay, we're going to move on to the question 2. The result of question 2 that are answered also by our team members, which is after 5 hours, 781 friends have received the video link. Alright, I'm going to share to all of you about the discussion through this answer that will be answered by our team members. Okay, in algebra mathematics also, a geometric progression, also known as aka a geometric sequence, is a sequence of non-zero numbers where each term after the first is found by multiplying the previous one by a fixed non-zero number called the common ratio, which is symbolized as R. For example, the sequence 2, 6, 18 and 54 is a geometric progression with common ratio 3. 2 times 3 is 6, 6 times 3 is 18, and 18 times 3 is 54, and so on. So they're all three sharing the same common ratio, which is the number 3 itself. Similarly to 10, 5, 2.5 and 1.25 is also a geometric sequence with common ratio of a half, which is 10 times by a half, we got 5. And 5 we times by the half, we got 2.5 and so on. So the mathematics formula that fits perfectly in this case is shown on your screen right now. Sn is the sum of sequence, A is the first term, R is the common ratio that we discussed earlier, and the n is the number of terms. Alright, that's all for my part. The next presenter will be sharing to all of you about the next topic.